Welcome everybody to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of it, one big happy family, and help out with the journey. I'd like to mention I do have a Facebook crochet group, private group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile pic, and TikTok and Instagram, and also you can follow me on my page of crochet on Facebook, all under the same name, Crochet Art Tutorial by Maggie Lopez. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. I am in Europe, in Portugal. My threads go by color number and not by name. So this green would be color number 23, this lavender color number 26, and of course the beige, the cream color. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Help out with the channel. Sharing is caring. Share the channel or the video, your favorite video. A lot of the videos are pretty much named under the playlist. If you want the oval, if you want pineapples, if you want baby dresses, little girl dresses, or anything, oval, square, round, rectangular, all you have to do is go to the playlist and look under the titles there. So we're going to get started. For the most part, I use 2.7 hooks, sometimes a 3, depending upon my project, and of course a small pair of scissors and a small hook to tuck in your loose ends. Thank you so much, everybody. I also want to thank everybody that has been helping out the women in need of thread, either by shipping to them or by donating money to them or for them. Normally, they will put it into my PayPal because YouTube takes, I can't remember now if it's 20 or 30% of whatever you're donating. And thank you so much for your donations. Nancy McDonald, thank you so much, sweetheart. God bless you. And for the ones that have been just putting on the videos and letting those commercials run through and helping out with the channel, thank you. God bless you on that. Let's get started, everyone. Before I do forget, all of the links are below in the description box, below the video. The TikTok, the Instagram, my Facebook group, my Facebook page, my email, and you also can order any pattern that you wish to have. I do ship them out. And also I do ship out the threads. There's quite a few of you that order threads. These are $12 a ball. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 yards. The shipping cost is like horrendous. So minimum order of six balls is the only way I can cover the shipping out. Okay? Because I know some of you will ask about the threads. Thank you, everyone. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create an oval doily or table runner, depending upon how long of chain stitch you'll do at the beginning, which I'll explain during the video, if you want it smaller or bigger. Now, I'm just going to create this as I go. So make sure you watch ahead at least a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds before the next stitch, because sometimes, you know, certain stitch sometimes doesn't work out and we have to take it down and redo it again. Now, a lot of times, or most part, I don't edit the video. I make mistakes too, and I show you. And sometimes things can be fixed on the spot without taking things down, or rows down, I should say. I have a vision in my head. It's not something that I plan on paper. I go with the flow. Wherever my hands and my thoughts bring me, this is how I create my pieces. So I'm going to try to put different stitching, or creating this piece with different stitching of certain patterns that I have created already. So I'm going to put, you know, grab a piece from one, piece from another, piece from, and put it together and create this. Let's hope it's all going to work out, and let's hope you're going to enjoy it. So I'll be using this tan color alongside with other colors that I am not sure yet. A combination of colors I'm going to add into this, but there will be the greens. Not sure which green I'm going to use, but I have different types of green. It will be callus lily flowers in there, so I'll be using green for sure. and not sure if I'm going to use a straight color for the flower or mixed color for the flowers. Okay, but anyway, 2.7 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. Okay, and just a little reminder, each time we do a oval or a rectangular or something like that, long, anything that's long, we always use a hook size bigger so the tension does not pull together. Because if you're doing an oval or a square or rectangular and use your normal size of hook and your tension is tight, it's going to be terrible. It's just going to fold and pull. It's not pretty. Okay, so use a size hook bigger. If you have not subscribed, I ask of you to please do so. You know, these tutorials are free. It helps us out tremendously, and please give a thumbs up, and your suggestions, your comments is appreciated too. Thank you so much to every single one of you. Karen H, thank you for keep watching those videos. God bless you. Mary King, thank you for the request for the poof stitch. We have another new Karen, so there's a whole bunch of Karens now. Shout out to all my Karens. Okay, God bless you. And Maggie, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so I'm using a hook size bigger than my normal. I'm going to do my slip stitch, and I'm going to do 48 chain stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until we have 48 chain stitch. I've done my 48 chain stitch, and each time you want to go bigger, you keep increasing by 4 and then 5 at the end. So I have 48 plus 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to come back 1, 2, 3, 4. On my 5th, I'm doing my double crochet. Now, this 4 loop that we have will be working inside of it. Okay, coming back to my normal hook and doing 1 per stitch all the way to the end. And my construction is still on, driving me up the wall, but we have no choice with so much floods coming through this house from the balcony upstairs. It's an old house, so anyway, long story. 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, so I have, not counting the 4 chain here, but right after, I have 49 double crochets. Now I'm going inside of this chain here, the same one as the 49th, and I'm going to do 5 more double crochets. That means I'll have 6 in the oval. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6 double crochets. Okay, just gonna pull this here, and I'm gonna come in that first double crochet, so we'll be having 48 double crochets now on each side. You can put your marker on that first of the 48 double crochets, and you can put it also on this side here. And now we're going to continue to do 1 per stitch, so you should have a total of 48 by the time you get to the other oval side. So 48 on this side, and 48 double crochets on this side too. Okay, everyone, so I've completed my 48 double crochets on this side. I'm going to come, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chain there. I'm going to come on that loop of that first chain, and this is part of the oval, and I'm going to do 5 double crochets. With that 3 chain will be my 6th double crochet. So I have 3, 4, 5, and now I'm going to hook it on that 3 chain, and I have my 6. So I'm going to put my marker on that first of the 48 double crochet. This is for you guys not to get lost anywhere. And also going to put my marker on that last of the 48. Because the only time we're going to be doing increases is inside of the oval on both sides. Okay? Okay, everyone. So we've closed in with slip stitch where the marker is. That's our first of 48. So I'm going to stretch a bit with the single and stretch a bit again. So I have my first double crochet coming in the next stitch, double crochet into the next one, double crochet. So we're doing one per stitch. Just going to move my marker up. You always have to move your marker so you don't get lost as we're going into that first double crochet of the 48 of the sides. Okay, and I'll meet you at the oval because we'll be doing increases on the oval part. Okay, everyone, so I'm at my mark point. That's the last of the 48. Coming in that first of the 6 on the oval, I'm going to do an increase of 2 double crochet per stitch. So we should have a total on this oval of 12 double crochets. I'm just going to move my marker up and do the same thing to the 4 markers on both ovals. Okay, so 1, 2 on each stitch of the 6. That's our increase. On my last one. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Going to our 12 double crochet and then 1 per stitch again. We'll create our 48 double crochets on this side also. Okay, so 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, so reaching the end, I'm going to close in that 1 chain we did with slip stitch. I'm going to put my marker on that first of the 48. I'm going to stretch my thread a bit, coming into the next one, single, stretch a bit again, and 1 chain. Continuing to do 1 per stitch. So we know when we come back, we have that first of the 48 to do because we're jumping over with that single and 1 stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the oval. Okay, everyone, did my last double crochet of the 48, going into that first of the oval of that increase. So 1 double crochet. On the second, we're doing the increase. 1 double crochet on that first one. 2 double crochet in the second increase. 1 double crochet. 2 in the second increase. And we'll do the same thing to the other side of the oval. On the first 1 double crochet, 2 on the second increase. First 1, second 2. First 1 and the last one, 2. And then 1 per stitch until the next oval. Make sure you move your marker up 1 per stitch now. Okay, everyone, so I removed my marker because we have that last double crochet to do, or should I say the first of the 48, and then close it into that 1 chain space. Okay, gonna come back in, put my marker on that very first of the 48, stretch your thread a bit, go into the next stitch, stretch it a bit again, single, 1 chain, my first double crochet, and doing double crochet over double crochet, so when we come back we'll complete that double crochet also. That's part of the 48 double crochets. So we are 1, 2, 3 on your 4th row. I'll meet you at the oval. Okay, everyone, so I've reached my mark point. I've done, this is part of the oval, okay, double crochet on the double crochet, my first of the increase, 1 double crochet on the second of the increase, 2. So we're going to repeat this 6 rows. We are on row 4. We have 2 more, always increasing on that second double crochet of the increase, and then 1 per stitch. So basically we have, so I'm going into the second increase with 2, always increasing on the second one. So we have 2 double crochets alone, 2 here because that's part of the side, 2 increase, 2 increase, okay, and it will be 6 rows like this. So I'm on the increase with increase, and we'll be repeating the same thing to both sides of the oval. And then when you get to the end, you just pretty much do the same thing as we did. Go over with a single, stretch your thread, and 1 chain. Okay, and then put your marker where you're supposed to put your marker. So my 2 double crochets on the second one, increase, always 6 increases on the oval. 1, 2, increase. I'm on that first double crochet of the side, so continuing to do 1 per stitch, those 48 double crochets. I'm just going to move my marker up, and all 4 corners the same way. So I'm going to do 2 more rows, always increasing on that second double crochet. So the next row we should have 3 double crochets alone. Next row, or the 6th row, 4 double crochets alone. Okay, I'll meet you at the end of my 6th row. Okay, you guys, so I finished row 4. I just want to remind you that when you come around, don't forget we always go over 1. So you have that double crochet to do, the very first one of the 48 double crochets. Another thing is I'm going to change color just because I did. Oh, what am I doing? I already have my marker there. I'm going to change color now just because I feel like it, right? So I'm going to cut my thread, tuck in loose ends, and I'm going to repeat the other 2 rows. Like I said, there's 6 rows the same way. So I'm going to use the lighter shade of this brown. So I have the marker there, so I'll just start right on that marker with double crochet into the next one, double crochet, it's always harder to go in where we usually close off, double crochet. So same way as we've been doing, 1 double crochet per stitch, and don't forget at the oval we have those increases to do on the second double crochet. So I'm just changing color here, everything else stays the same. So I move my marker up. Now we have 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th row, and increase 1, 2, 3, increase. And then continue on. 1, 2, 3 double crochet. We're right on top of that increase. With increase, that's the second increase that we did. And again, 1, 2, 3 on top of that increase with 2 double crochet. Okay, so that's how we're going to repeat all the way around, and I'm going to do 1 more row again, so until my 6th row, and then I'll come back. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 6 rows, I've done my 6 increases. That means we had 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets alone and your increase on both sides. So I'm coming in with the other brown. This brown's a little bit darker than this one. It's more like a coffee latte color. Okay, it's more like a light chocolate milk color. So on this row 7, I'm going to start exactly where my marker is. This is all going to be singles, and where we have our increase, we're going to also do an increase there. So single crochet all the way around. I'll meet you at the oval point to do the increases. Okay, so I've passed my marker, going into that second double crochet increase right here, and do your increase. So no different than what we've been doing. Difference is it's with singles and not double crochets. So again, reaching that second double crochet increase, 2 singles on the same stitch, and on the oval, the other oval, also repeat the same thing. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. I'm closing in with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in that same stitch with a single. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in the center of that single and pulling 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to close it all together. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and I'm coming in the third with single, and closing it again. Actually, no, it's with half double crochet. Sorry, people. Oh, my brain sometimes. So closing it in with half double crochet, pulling all my threads here. Okay, well, we'll keep trying until we get it right. Half double crochet. So you have your first poof. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in that half double crochet, pull your thread. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Close them all together. And I'm going to skip 1, 2, and I'm coming in the third. And doing the half double crochet. Again, 1, 2, 3. It seems like every time I turn recording on, the noise comes back on. Jesus, Lord have mercy. So 4, skip 1, 2, come on the third. Oops, we must close them all in. I get distracted. Oh my Lord. And slip stitch. 1, 2. No. Sorry, people. I get stressed out with this construction. So we have it all in. 1, 2, and into the third one. Now we close them all in with half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain, come back in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Close them all in. Skip 1, 2 on your third one. Do half double crochet. We're going to proceed this way until the marker on this side. Okay, everyone. So I've done 16 poof stitch, skipping 2, going into the third, and I've landed. Actually, just take this down because I think I passed a bit on you guys. And I've landed with the half double crochet right on top of the marker. Okay, now we're going to keep skipping 2, going to the third, but when we get to the increase, we're only going to skip 1. Okay, so 2, 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2 into that third one with half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. So as soon as we get to the increase there, we're going to skip only by 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it all together. Skip 1, 2, come on the third one. So I'm on top of the increase already with half double crochet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This time, because we're on top of the increase, I'm skipping only 1. Oops, I have to close out my poof first. Getting ahead of my game here. So closing it out, jumping only 1, and into the next one with half. Now I'm going to skip 2 until we get to the other increase. So it's like doing 6 increases on the oval here, okay? Skip 2, doing half. 3 chain, close it out, 1, 2, and I'm on top of the increase. So I'm only going to skip 1 this time. So skip only 1 and half. And we're going to continue to that. Now I'm going to skip 2 until we meet into the next increase and skip only 1. We have to do that 6 times. Okay, everybody. So I've closed in with slip stitch on that first single we did and went inside of this 3 chain we did with the poof. I'm going to do 3 singles. Try to hide this little knot here. And into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 singles on each 3 chain that we did, creating that poof. And again, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 3 singles all the way to the marker. I'll meet you at the marker. So I've done my 3 singles on each of the 3 chains we did with the poof. Now we're going to do the increase again, where we have, more or less. So let's say on this one, I'm going to do, instead of 3, I'm going to do 4. That's the increase, because we're right over that first increase here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 singles into the next one. 3 singles until my next increase. So 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. So I have my increase here. So I'm going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, we have to do this 6 times. So basically, skip 2 of these. That means 2 of these are done with 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the next one with 4. 2, 3. Because we have 4 here. And I'm doing my increase on the next one. One, 2, 3, and 4. Then again 3 and my neck, and 3 and then 4. So 2 of 3 and then 4. 2 of 3 and then 4. Okay, and then 3 on your sides. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to move. I already moved 1 marker there. I'm going to move my marker up. On all sides, just to make sure. And I'm going to come in with the dark brown. Now I'm going to start where my marker is. And I'm going to do double crochet 1 per stitch. Trying to hide this little thread as I go. Until my marker. So doing 1 double crochet over those singles, 1 per stitch, until I get to the marker. Okay, you guys, so we reached the marker. Now we're going to continue to do 1 double crochet, and we're going to do the increase 6 times, more or less, where the other increases are. Okay, so my first increase is here. That means I'm going to do it 2 on the same stitch. So my first increase, then continue on until your next increase. So more or less is where I have my 4 singles. So on the last one, I jumped one here. On this last one, 2 together on the same stitch. So we need to do this 6 times. So we know we've jumped 2. We have the other one there to do. Okay, and the same thing on the next oval on the other side, and then 1 per stitch on the sides. So I have an increase here to do on my 4th single. So that's my 3rd increase. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 more to do. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, pretty much finished my row. Going right into the next one. Creating a single, 1 chain. Coming back in. Repeating again those double crochets, 1 per stitch, and where we have our increase on the second one here at the oval, we have 2 on the same stitch. We'll do our increase on the second, so we'll do that 6 times. Okay, nothing to it. So 1 per stitch, and our increase over the second double crochet on the oval. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my first increase, that second double crochet of the increase, 2 on the same stitch, and then 1 per stitch again. So we'll do the same thing on the other side of the oval, 6 increases until you get to that increase on the second double crochet, increase. So got to my increase is the first double crochet on the second, 2 on the same stitch. Okay, everybody, so cutted my thread. I actually did a bit of rows and I didn't like it, so I ended up taking it down and change a little bit more stitch because it was pulling too much. And that's what happens when you create something out of the blue like that. Either it goes with you or against you. In my case, it came against me. So I'm going to start right after, or actually right on here. So we have the marker. I'm going to create my little stems for my flowers in the middle of the callus lily. Hope I'm not off camera. I have that bad habit of doing that. So single, and I'm going to do 2 chain. So single and 2 chain is my double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain more. I'm going to come on my third and I'm going to do single, single, and single. Remember the callus lily has that little stem on the middle, so 3 singles in all of them that I'm going to do. I'm going to come back in this stitch and I'm going to do a double crochet. Just going to cut that little extra thread before it irritates me, you know. Now I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to come on my 5th like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Come on your 3rd, and single, doing those 3 singles, coming back in, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th, double crochet, and 5 chain. Come on your 3rd, single, single, and single. Come back in, double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th. Now most probably on the oval I will probably have to skip only 3 and go on my 4th, but I will see as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 singles, back on the same stitch, and 1 chain, double crochet, and 1 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the marker, see how that goes. I hope I wasn't off camera. I have such a terrible habit on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes I think I'm off camera, but really I'm not. So I guess it depends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is very raining and windy today. So you won't hear that much noise at all of the construction going in my house. Thank God for these days like this. My poor brain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the marker and I'm only going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and go into my 4th because I don't want the pattern to pull. So 1, 2, 3 into my 4th. Okay, so right after the marker, or actually on the marker, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th until the next marker on the other side. Okay, then we continue skipping 4 going into the 5th. Same thing will be done on the oval here. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to have 11 from marker to marker on each side, marker to marker. And right after the marker, pull it down, 15 until the before marker. So 15 on one side. In order to have the same balance of 15 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to have to skip here instead of the 3. I'm going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in order to have balance out the same amount on each side. Okay, nothing to it, doesn't change anything on the pattern. And one chain, and of course the marker is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it falls into the 5th. Okay, so I'm closing in that first single we did with slip stitch. I'm cutting my thread, tucking in the loose ends, and then coming in now with the white to complete the callus lily. I think it's going to be much better than what I had before because I had to take it down. I had pretty much finished all the callus lily and a row after that, and then I had to take it down because it was too crowded. I guess I hadn't skipped enough stitches in order for it to fall properly. So wasn't comfortable with it. For that reason, took it down. Okay, so we have 52. 52, let's call them little flowers, okay, for now, because we are going to build the rest of the callus lily. And I'm going to come in with the white for that because I want it to pop out on the pattern. So I'm going to do a slip stitch knot. You can pretty much start anywhere. I'm going to start right here on top of that double crochet. With a single. Okay, now I'm going to do a 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come on the next double crochet with a single again. We'll be working on this 4 chain, 4 double crochet, picot, but I'm hooking this onto it, and 4 double crochet. We're going to work 4 double crochet coming down this double crochet here and 4 going up and then going directly in there. So coming in this double crochet coming down, I'm going to do 4 double crochet, and it's best that you turn your pattern because it helps a lot to create these callus lily. So I have 3, 4. I'm going to keep turning my pattern now. We don't want to make this too loose over here because we want them to unite properly. So give it a nice tightness. It's always harder when you have to work up, right? Again, my hands are so slippery today. I don't know why. I think it's from the chilly cold today. It's really, really windy. I think it's a big storm. So 4 double crochets going up. 3 and 4. Turning my pattern again. Now I'm going to work on that back 4 chain that I did. I'm going to create 4 double crochets again. Try to tighten that up so they can connect well together and not have a space in between them. So I have 2, 3, and 4. So 4 double crochets. I'm going to grab a smaller hook because I don't want to poke a big hole on here. Now this is optional for you. You could either glue it in or leave it as is. I'm going to just grab this loop back here and I'm going to do a single, and then 4 more double crochet in that 4 chain back there, just because I want that to be straight on the callus lily. But like I said, it's optional for you. You can hot glue them in too if you'd like. So I have 3, 1 more, 4. Now I'm going to come in where that single is with slip stitch and 1 chain, coming in that single again on top of the double crochet, and 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, and single on top of the next double crochet. So we're going to work on this double crochet coming down. So it's always best that you turn your pattern and do 4 double crochets. Try to hide this little thread here as I go. So I have my 4. I'm going to turn it this way now. Come on that double crochet, going up, give it a nice tightness. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn my pattern. Now it's quite a bit of work for sure, but I'm sure you'll be happy with it. And again, giving it a nice tightness here and doing those 4 double crochets on that 4 chain behind. Taking my smaller hook, stretching that little stem there of the flower, and you could either go on the back, or you can just go right over like this if you find it's easier this way. There's no right or wrong to attach this in there. Coming in that 4 chain again, creating 4 double crochet. And then coming in where I have the single and that double crochet. I should have mentioned that with the slip stitch. I prefer it this way because it unites them better. Actually, we are supposed to do the peacock here, which I totally forgot. Sorry, people. Oh my goodness. Okay, so after closing that little loop in, I think I'm going to close this little loop a little bit better because it's pulling on the thread there. So I'm just going to go right over here. Single. Okay, now after that single, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and peacock. I totally forgot about it. And then back in, creating those 4 double crochets. And then coming in between the single and that first double crochet with slip stitch, just to get a nice tightness out of there. Okay, that looks much better, more like a callus lily. 1 chain into that double crochet with single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now just repeat. This is going to be repeated the same way all the way around. Coming down, working those 4 double crochets, working the 4 double crochets up, and 4 double crochets in that back loop. Make sure you tighten enough. And then I'm going to hook this little stem here like that. And I'm just going to go right over instead of pulling onto those strings. I think it's best. 1, 2, 3. Come in with peacock. Of course, I've just used a smaller hook, so it's even tighter, right? And come in that 4 chain in the back. Finish creating those 4 double crochets. That 3 and 4. Now I'm going to close in. We have that single. We're not doing it there. We're doing right after the single into that first double crochet. So between them, but really it's on that double crochet. 1 chain and restart again. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Come in the next one. Work your 4 double crochets down, your 4 double crochets up, 4 double crochets on that 4 chain. If you're hooking it in, single, and then 4 double crochets, 1 chain, then continue on. How pretty that looks. And I'm glad I took it down because it's giving it space to breathe. It was too crumpled up. Okay, so let me check the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm down to my very last one. I've done my 1 chain. Now I'm just gonna come here on that single, the very first single we did, remember? And I'm gonna close it in with slip stitch. Now I'm gonna cut my thread. I'm gonna come back in with the brown because I want these callus lily to stand out of the doily. I think it came out just perfect. I had to take down at least 6-7 rows because I had too many callus lilies. So I mean the pattern was just waving like an ocean, and I said, oh no. So I had to take it down. And that happens, you know, when you create something fresh just like that without any designs, anything on paper, you know, you go with your brain. I have to say thank you, God. Most of the time, it ends up pretty good. I don't have to do really much adjustment. But there is that time where, you have to take it down and get it all fixed. Okay, so I'm going to tuck in my loose ends and come back in with the brown. Okay, everybody, so I'm coming in more or less where my marker is. We have to create loops in order to work on them. So I'm doing a single. You can start your single however you want. And 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. I'm going to come in the next 1 chain that I did and do my single. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Coming again next in that 1 chain and doing single. So basically I'm creating these little loops back here that we're going to work on them. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. And in that single with single, or 1 chain with single, 2, 3, 4 chain, into that 1 chain and single. We're going to do this all the way around. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. And this is how it's going to be. This is what it looks like in the back. And I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so reached the end. I've closed in that first single with slip stitch. Now we're going to be working on these 4 loops. Okay, I'm going to come in this loop. I'm going to do a single, 1, 2 chain. That's my double crochet. my second double crochet and my third double crochet. Now I'm going to come behind here and I'm going to grab the loop. Probably have to use a smaller hook in order not to poke big holes. And I don't want to grab only one loop, I want to grab two to make sure it doesn't pull on the pattern. Okay, right on that peacock, and did a single with it. Now I'm going to come in again and do another double crochet inside of the same loop. So far we have 4 double crochets, 5 double crochets, so 2. The third one I hooked my peacock, and I'm going to come in the next one, the next loop, double crochet, double crochet, and double crochet. So now I have 3 double crochets. I know sometimes it's time consuming to keep going back and forth on the hooks, but it's best instead of poking huge holes through this peacock back here. And did a single. So 1 and 2. So I have a total of 5 double crochets coming into the next one and repeating the process. 2 and 3. Coming behind, I'm going to grab at least 2 loops back here, right on the peacock, and single. Coming inside of that 4 chain again, creating 2 more double crochet. Okay. So we have a total of 5, 3, and then we hooked, and then 2 more into the next one. So now it's just a repeat, and I'll see when I get to my mark point at the oval if I need to change anything, because I don't want the pattern to pull either. So if I don't have to change, I'm just going to keep going like this until the end. If I do have to change, I'll come back and show you what we'll do next. Probably have to increase maybe another double crochet or so, but I'll see as I'm going. If the pattern's not pulling, then I'll be happy with it. If it pulls, then I'll have to add more. Okay, so I'll see you either at the marker or at the end, depending upon, but I think I should be okay because we have enough callus lilies on there. So okay everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to go into the next one, single 2 chain, my first double crochet, into the next one, double crochet. Now I'm not working on top of that single we did on the callus lily. I'm going directly into the next one, and then the next one, when we come around, we'll finish the 5th one on here, because we know there's 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you tighten enough. We don't want a big gap in between going from one double crochet to the other. So we're not working on top of that single we did. We don't want to overcrowd the stitches. So 1 per stitch, and then skip that single. Give it a good tightness so it can close up nice and firmly here, and continue on. It should be the same thing on the oval since we have enough stitching on there. I don't think I'm going to do any increases, but if I do, I'll come back to you on it and we'll see how this turns out. But I'm almost sure we don't have to. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch, not working on top of that single. Just jump right over and do your double crochet. Okay. Okay everyone, so finish my row. I didn't have to do any increases, but we're going to have to do it on this row. Now this row is going to be only singles, okay? Don't forget when you come to the end, remember we jumped over, so you must complete that first double crochet, okay? Because we went over with a single 2 chain. Again, going over, so if you want to put your hook, your marker on there, so you'll know where you're at, then do so. So single, single, and single, 1 per stitch until the mark point, and then I'll meet you at the marker because we have to make some increases on the oval. We don't want the pattern to pull. Okay, so I'll meet you at the oval. Okay, you guys, if you guys look well into the brown one here, we have that first increase, okay? So more or less, we're going to be doing the increase where we have the increases. So look where you have your increases, or count how many. For example, here is my increase. I'm going to do it right up here. Right after that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the 11. So I'm going to do my other increase. This is more or less an idea. It doesn't mean that there is 11 here like there is down here, but giving you roughly. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So we have the marker there, but this is not where I'm doing my increase. I'm going to do my increase, or if you want to put markers where your increases are to give you an idea, then you can. For example, so I have my increase there, and if I go straight up, so I know my first increase will be here, more or less, okay? And then my other increase will be on here. More or less doesn't have to be precise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 double crochets in between, and we can pretty much do the same with the other ones, okay? And what we're going to do is 2 singles on the same stitch on that increase. So I've reached that marker, more or less where I have my increase in the bottom, 2 singles, okay, and then 1 per stitch until the next increase. That's why I say if you feel like putting a marker, then go ahead. And if you need to line it up, we know that there's an increase here, so you can line up your hook, or you can count 14 and then on the 15 do your increase, okay? So, and then once you've completed up until the mark point, or actually your last increase on the last increase here, which is this one, okay? So we have the last increase here, that's just a little bit just before the marker, and then you continue 1 per stitch again, okay? So I'll meet you at the end, and then I'll show you at the end. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to show you. So I started my first increase, lined up more or less where I have that first increase on here, okay, on the brown. And then I did 14 singles on my 15th increase, 14 singles on my 15th increase, 14 singles on my 15th 2 increase, and then 14 and then 2 increase. So I have 5 times increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now everything else will be exactly 1. And then of course when you get to the first one here, again you can line it up, you know, take it from your other side if you don't have enough markers, or put pieces of thread. So I'm gonna put my increase here already lined up on that first, that we have the increase on the brown here, and then I'm gonna count 14 singles, and then on my 15th, which is going to be about here, increase. So we're going to do that 5 times again. Okay, everyone, so finished my row and I have 270 singles. That's calculating the 5 on each, so we have 60 of them times 5, and then becomes 260, and then we have the 5 increase on the oval and the 5 increase, that's 10 more, so 270 altogether. Okay, just to give you an idea. Now, closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to go to the next one. If you want to put a marker there, then go ahead. Okay, so I'm right on top of the marker, and I'm going to do 3 singles and 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to come in my 6th with single, next stitch, single, next stitch, single. So we're building groups of 3 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th, single, into the next one, single, and again single. And I'm going to do this until my marker. Now, remembering that the callus lily, we have 11 marker to markers. So if you want to put your marker right up there, because that's when we're going to start the oval for the increasing. Okay, so you can do it to all of them. Okay, so we have 15 on the oval. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And my marker lands right on the 11th of the oval of the callus lily. So this way you don't have to make a mistake. I'm just going to bring it right over, up. And then the same thing with this one. This is already on my 11th, so I'm just going to come here and put it on that single there, and then this is on my 11th again, so I'm just gonna bring it right up. So we know this is where it starts with the oval on each side. Okay, so we're going to do that until the mark point, and then we're going to change a bit so the pattern doesn't start pulling. Okay, so groups of 3 singles, 7 chains, skip 5 going to your 6th. So I've landed my last single on top of that marker. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops, or 6 chains of 7. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th, doing the single, next single, and on the same one, single. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my 6th. Again, single on the next one, increase. 2 singles on the same stitch. And we're going to be doing this until the marker. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I finished my row. I have 36 loops all the way around. I have 11 where I did my increases on the oval. The only difference is on this 11th one here, I didn't put on the same stitch because that would have been a little bit too far from the beginning, maybe a stitch or 2, so that doesn't matter. I just went over and did my normal 3 singles, okay, instead of being on the same one. But this is still part of my 11th of the increase that we did here on the stitch. Okay, and then we have the 6 loops on this side, and we have the 6 loops on this side also. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we started on the oval, and then again on the oval here also. So 36 loops all the way around. Is that what I said? Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 31, 32, 33, 45, 30. Yep, 36 loops. Okay, which comes out just perfect. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to come in with this terracotta color, which is color number 34. Okay, everyone, so we're going to work inside of these 7 chains. I'm just starting right here right after the marker. And I'm going to do 5 groups of 2 incomplete double crochet and 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming back in, doing 2 incomplete double crochet, closing it together. 1, 2, 3 chain. Back in, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 groups. I need 2 more. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Back in again. 1, 2. So here is my 5 groups of incomplete double crochet. I hope I'm not off camera sometime in my brain. I'm going to do a 10 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to come inside. So we have the 10 chain. I'm going to skip this loop. And I'm coming in the next one. Doing those groups of 5. 3 chain, coming back in. 1, 2. 3 chain. And again. 1, 2. And this is how we're going to repeat all the way around, always skipping 1. 1, 2, 3. I get called every 2 minutes. This construction is driving me up the wall, and the men are driving me up the wall. I get interrupted constantly. It's like unbelievable. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 chain in between. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chain. Skip and into the next one. Actually, it's incomplete. I get so stressed out, people, I'm telling you. Construction, 2, 3. God forgive the nature for damaging so much this house. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around the same way. Okay, everyone, so I have 18 foundations for my flowers. And I'm coming in with a mixed mustard, green, white for my flowers. And you can pretty much start anywhere. I'm going to start in this first space with single. Then I'm going to come back in and do 3 double crochets. Now you can start your single however you're used to creating. So I'm going to come back in and continue to complete those 3 double crochets. Oh, the noise, people. I'm exhausted, I'm telling you. So single 3 double crochets and a single. So we have our first petal of this flower. Going into the next one, and this is what we're going to do to all of them, okay? Single, trying to hide these little threads as I go, and 3 double crochet, so single, 3 double crochet, come back in, and single into the next one, single, 3 double crochet, and single, and again into the next one, single, 3 double crochet, and single. So we have our 4 petals created. We're going to do an 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into the next one with single. These chains will be hidden after, and 3 double crochet. We're going to proceed this way all the way around the same way. Oops, I think I overdid. So single, 3 double crochet, and then single, and then 8 chain in between flowers. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Single, 3 double crochet, single, single, and then repeat. When you get to the last one, you have an 8 chain to do. Okay. Okay, everyone, so finished my row. I'm coming in with a lime green, and we're going to work, doesn't matter where you start, we're going to work grabbing all 3 chains here, and we're going to do a double crochet. Now you can start your double crochet however you want. I'm going to do a total of 10 double crochets inside of these 3 chains here. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do a 2 chain, and I'm going to come and work inside of these loops here, let's say, and I'm going to stretch and do a single. Now you want to stretch enough so it can go in as height as this terracotta one. Chain 2, coming back in, stretch, and again, chain 2 into the next one, chain 2 into the last one, and then chain 2 and coming and grabbing all 3 chains here again, and do your 10 double crochets. Now if your tension is tight, you can use a bigger hook to pull these singles through. Okay, so we're going to have 3 loops of 2 chain back there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chain 2, coming from behind and under, stretch, chain 2, from behind and under, stretch, chain 2, again, chain 2, behind and under, and chain 2, and proceed again, grabbing all 3 chains back here again on the next one, doing your 10 double crochets. This is how we're going to proceed all the way around. That 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's what it's going to look like. How pretty is that, right? I'm so happy that, you know, as I keep going, I'm keep loving it more and more, the design. So thank you, Jesus, for the beautiful gift of designing, right? Okay, everybody, so I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, so finished my row, coming back in with the white. We're almost there. So I'm going to work on the 10 double crochets. You can start anywhere. So I'm going to work on that first double crochet with double crochet, my second double crochet, my third double crochet, and my fourth double crochet. We're going to have an increase on the 5th and on the 6th. So on my 5th, I'm doing 2 double crochets. On my 6th, 2 double crochets on the same stitch. This way we'll have a total of 12 double crochets. Now 1 per stitch until the last one. So 1 double crochet on the first, 1 on the second, 1 on the third, 1 on the fourth, the 5th, 2 together, the 6th, 2 together on the same stitch, and then 4 double crochets. We have a total of 12. Chain 3. We're going to skip this first. We have 3 loops of 2. We're going to skip the first and the last. We're going to come in the middle one with single. 1, 2, 3 chain, and we're going to repeat what we did with those with the 10 double crochets. That means we'll have 12. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. On my 5th, 2 together, increase. 6th, 2 together, increase. And then 1 per stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 12 double crochets. Okay. Chain 3 and repeat. Skip the first 2 loops, go into the middle one, single, 1, 2, 3, and repeat the 12 double crochets. So the first 4 is 1 per stitch, and the last 4 1 per stitch. So we have 4. On my 5th, increase 2 on the same stitch, and on my 6th, also increase 2 on the same stitch. And now 4 double crochets, 1 per stitch. And that's what it's going to look like. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. We have to do now back posts, triple crochet. Okay, so the first thing we need to do from the very first one, so I'm going to come from behind here. I don't know what I was thinking. Coming from behind here, and I'm going to pull my thread right into there, into the back. So that's my back post. 1, 2, 3, chain for double crochet, and 1 for space in between. Again, coming from the back to the front, actually it's triple. Take out 2, and the last 2. 1 chain, so 3 loops on your hook. Take out 2, and the last 2. To all of them the same way. Like that. 1 chain space in between them. So we have 12, we must do 12. Triple crochet, and 1 more. That's my 12. 1, 2 chain, again, coming from behind to the front, and repeat exactly what we just done. So 2 chain space in between them, and then 1 chain here on the triple. So the 2 chain is there. Okay, so nothing to it. I'm going to continue to do mine, and then I'll meet you at the end of my row. So we continue to do the 12, but triple and 1 chain space in between them. Now we do 2 chain to go into the next one. Forgot to do my triple, my 3, but I took out once anyway, so it works out the same way. I hope you understood what I just said. So if I forget or you forget, okay, so we'll do 1 chain. If I forget or you forget, you could always go and do it. And instead of taking 2, take out 1, take out 1, take out 1. That gives you your triple just the same. Okay, so a little technique, a little trick for the newcomers especially, that are, or beginners, not newcomers, that are just learning different techniques of the stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So finished my row, coming in with that terracotta color. You can start anywhere. We're going to work singles, coming in that first little block, that first space with single, and then 2 chain space in between. So I have my first single, 1, 2 chain into the next one. Single, 1, 2 chain into the next one. Single, 2 chain into the next one. Two chain into the next one. That's all we're going to do on these. So we should have 10 little loops of 2 chain. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 chain going from one motif to the other. Single, and continue again with the 2 chain and single. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Then there's one more row left, and then we're done. And I'm going to come in with that deep brown to finish off the pattern. One chain going from one motif to the other. Okay. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, into the last row, I'm going to come in with a dark brown. You can start anywhere, really. And we're going to be doing the peacocks. So single, and then 1, 2, 3 chain. Because it's the first one, I'm going to go in here in that single to do my peacock. Okay, so into the next one now. Single, 1, 2, 3 chain behind that single. If you want to do the normal way of peacock, go ahead. I prefer it this way. I think it's nicer. Single, 1, 2, 3 behind, into the next one. Single, 1, 2, 3 behind. So I have my 4 peacocks. On my 5th one, I'm going to do a 6 chains. Single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind. Into the next one. Single, 1, 2, 3 behind. And follow through with the other ones. We don't do peacock on the last one. We have 2, 3, and 4. On the last one, it's just single and then go directly into the next one. 1, 2, 3 behind that single, and just repeat 1, 2, 3. So we'll have 4 picots on one side of 3 chain and 4 on the other side. So I have my 4. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind, and continue. So doing my 4th picot, and then just single on the last one and go directly again. So my dear friends, I really enjoyed creating this beautiful piece. I find it beautiful, of course, my design, my creation. But I think it went well and smooth. Of course, I had to take down at the beginning where the callus lilies are. I had to take down like 3, 4, 5 rows. I can't remember. But anyway, it was the best I did because it was too crowded. It wasn't pretty. So I'm glad I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind that single and close it down. And then, of course, the rest is all 3 chain. Now, you could have just simply used the 2 colors the same way. I wanted to have this edging pop out. Such a beautiful pattern. I'm really in love with it. Gorgeous in person, people. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with the camera at all. Really beautiful, vibrant colors. It's perfect for any season. So another trick here is you want to keep your flowers flat. You can dip a little bit of the transparent hot gun glue, which I most probably will be doing that, and just, you know, even if it's on 2, little dip just to hold it down. And I think it's just magnificent. So anyway, people, let me know what you think of my new design and creation. I'm really happy. Thank you, Jesus. And I will see you in the next tutorial. I'll leave the measurements below. And thank you so much for being here. Please, please, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important to continue to have YouTube circulate the videos and get more people to join us so I can continue bringing out these beautiful patterns for you guys for free. I work so hard at this and dedicate myself many endless hours and days and weeks and months and years on this. Okay, thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Until next time. God bless you.